Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Robin, this is Digital Wilds, and welcome back to Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. And we have just finished Chapter 5 with Cortez, and that means we're heading towards that chapter. You know the one, the good one. Anyway, there's a few things to do before we get there. So first of all, let's take Princess Peach out of here and get on with our espionage mission. This lift is now green, so that implies we can head up it. Okay, the opposite direction of Sir Grodus' room. And head to the room with the green lamp. This is not exactly particularly difficult stealthing. This is obviously a children's game, but even so, it's remarkably basic. So all the way to the left and head into this room here. And yes, we are going to make an invisibility potion, which means Princess Peach is going to have to take her clothes off once again. But Tech seems to enjoy that and presumably has some kind of infrared camera. Seems reasonable. Okay, what do we got to do? Okay, so it's one of those, you got to read all the notes and by process of elimination get the potions in the right order. So, what's on here on the left? The orange potion between the blue potion and the green potion. So, okay, that means the orange potion doesn't go on the ends. Do not place the red potion on the far right. So, okay, the red potion has to go either on the left or in the third position. Place the blue potion next to the red potion. Okay. So it has to go red, blue, orange, green, I think. Let's check this last note and see if there's anything I've missed. Place 2 potions between the green potion and the red potion. Yeah, red, blue, orange, green. I think that's what I'm going to go for. Righto, there we go. And I think they're placed to my liking, yes. Okay, here we go. Okay, so now we've got to do a bit of Parappa the Rapper, and where the beaker stops, yep, push the button once. You don't get very long to do this, and you have to sort of keep up with it, but it's obviously not that hard as a rhythm section. One more dose all to do it, and there we go. 30 seconds, okay. Well, I've got a timer on my audio recording, so this should be fairly easy. And there we go. Okay, that's a bright green, which looks like a positive kind of colour. It might yet kill us, but we will find out in a second. I think it's right. Let's drink this down and see what it does. And there we are. Okay. Obviously, we've got to take off our clothes now. Thank you, Tech. Even by Nintendo's standards in 2004, we couldn't actually see her taking off the dress, even though she's invisible. Okay, so we're now just a shadow on the floor. Don't know how that works physically, given that we're invisible and light should pass through us, but okay, let's get into Grodus' room and insert that disc. And all these X-Nauts are just for show. I don't think there's any way to be caught by them. You'll never turn uninvisible, so there's barely any stealth involved at this point. So back here we've got Grodus' room, guarded by, I think it's called a Mega Yucks. They're actually quite tough. You'll encounter them in Chapter 7. Okay. So the computer's here. Okay, this will be one of the discs. These are the Famicom Disk System discs, if anyone's familiar with retro Nintendo hardware. And if we fire up the computer, we'll get another nod to that. So that's not only the startup sound for the Famicom Disk System, it's also the noise, the background ambient noise which plays when you start up the GameCube, but on the GameCube it's slowed down 40 times. Okay, pop the disc back in its slot, and back to the... I don't know why, by the way, Grodus has a quill pen on his desk, considering he's an alien running a very high-tech base. Okay, so back to the mixing room, and let's get our clothes back. So just drink the green potion, and back we go. I'm confused that there's no second sort of potion minigame, but I guess they figured that may have been quite irritating at this point. Okie doke, and here we go. Down the hatch. And back we go. I imagine we're going to have to get caught by the X-Nauts and return to the room, although I may just skip over that. Oh yeah, there we go. So Tech's trying to figure something out with the data, but I guess we're not going to hear that until after the next chapter. So time for an email to Mario. So back in Twilight Town, we find Lord Crump and Lord Bowser meeting up for the first time, I think. Why is the light so weird here? It's spooking me out. The light's odd because this is Twilight Town, my lord. Should be treasure here. Let's put these screws to one of these creepy things and find the crystal star. Sounds good to me, Haggy. Let's go to it. Right, so now we get to go around and blast some people with fire and figure out what's going on. And he's singularly useless. You're not going to be turned into a pig again, but you might be roasted. Okay. What do the crows have to say? Sadly, no crow dialogue, because Bowser can't turn invisible. Yep, so everyone's just terrified, which is slightly disappointing. But I imagine Crump will hold the key. Oh man, I'm pretty sure Beldam said she lost her super bomb somewhere around here. This stinks, really. This whole deal is extremely bad. I've got to cowboy up and make a serious comeback here, or else. Okay, he's got the super bomb on. Now we can crush Mario and get the crystal stars in one fell swoop. The luck of the moon is still riding shotgun with me. Weird, weird line. You there, suspicious guy. You know something about the crystal stars, don't you? Somebody there? What's the big idea, turtle boy? You looking for the crystal stars too? Sweet, this'll help the Crump come back. Now then, let's get to it. You'll be telling me everything you know, now. Actually, it's you who's going to spill every bit of info out of your big ugly head. Yeah, sorry about that, and if you hesitate at all, I'll show you no mercy. Whoa there, big guy. I mean, no, wait. What am I afraid of? You? If you think you can take me, then try it, chubby. All troops, report. Kind of a lot of dudes, huh? You feel like talking yet? Koopa Clan, form up. This is going to be some kind of epic battle. This is why I keep one of these around. Sorry, suckers. That was your big weapon? It didn't even go off. This is how you do it, amateur. Watch and learn. Oh, crud. Okay, so they've managed to nuke Twilight Town. That'll be good for the residents. And here we are again on Keelhaul Key. With Cortez's ship now, rather than Flavio's. And the Black Skull can take us to and from the island anytime we like. Excellent. To see, Captain Mario. Okay. Oh. Who wants our attention? Ah, it's Papatch and the Piantas. We're going to stay here. It's been tough at times, but I think we like this place. Yes, I think I can make a fine life here with my sweet Frankie. Give my regards to the boss, will you? Yeah, I'm going to stay here. It's a right nice place to live without any ghosts, eh? I'm sure they'll all be just fine here. Let's go, Mario. Okay, off we are. Off we go. Ready, amigos? Cast off. Bye-bye, Piantas. Month Star, Day Circle. And thus our adventure came to an exciting end, The ship sailed smoothly on to Rogueport, and soon we saw the harbour off our bow. I did not find treasure, but I am satisfied nonetheless, strange though it sounds, for I have found something even more precious than doubloons. Yes, Even now, I hear the crew readying to dock. The time is ripe to close this journal. To all who wander the seas, Flavio's blessing upon you. So Flavio has learned perhaps not to undervalue his wealth, but to appreciate what he has. At last we return, slathered in glory, to my hometown, sweet Rogueport. Of course, it is only because of my courageous efforts that we return at all, huh? But of course you all knew that and know it well. Yes, yes, Master Flavio. But now, please excuse us. Perhaps chance will bring us all together again someday. Thank you, generic toad. But, hey, you're all leaving already? Oh, that was harsh. Such is life, Captain Mario. You're anxious to continue your own adventure also, huh? One day you may surpass the great and fabulous Flavio in greatness and fabulousness. It is not likely, I assure you, but you should, how you say, shoot for the stars, eh? If ever you should reach the pinnacle, remember to shout Flavio to the wind. That reminds me, amigo. If you ever get the urge to return to Keelhaul Key, just say the word, okay? Okay, so we can, yeah, get the ship there anytime. Now, we'll probably never do that, because we'll go and unlock the fast travel pipe at the earliest opportunity, but if we need to go back there for any kind of side quests, we will certainly be doing that. Well, Mario, we probably ought to go too, don't you think? Let's go to the door. Well, we will eventually go to the door, but first we've got a couple of things to do around here. First of which is going to be an email from Peach. Dearest Mario, I have good news. I don't know where I'm being held, but there's an old computer called Tech here. By cooperating with this Tech, I've managed to obtain some of these fiends' data. The word cooperate has a hyphen in it. Tech is currently analysing it, and strange as it may sound, I trust him. Once his analysis is done, I should be able to provide you with details of their plans. I'll email you again once I learn more. Be good, okay? Wow, that Princess Peach is so totally awesome. Go, girl. You better get to work too. Righto, so a couple of things to do here. First among which I think is going to be exploiting our new boat powers for a few things around Rogueport. And as we head over to the boat pad, we'll see we've got Luigi and his new friend in tow. Who's this? This is Luigi's Daisy friend Hazy. Apparently Hazy is an actor-director. You know Luigi's acting debut, right? The grass thing? I could probably never play grass. I'd want to play a princess, and a prince would make me with a kiss. So romantic. Well, let's find out what that's all about. Got another piece of the Marvellous Compass at Jazzafraz Town this time. Okay, let's sit here. The Jazzafraz Town piece of the quest. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. As soon as we hit Jazzafraz Town, we were overcome by the glitz and the glamour. It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there, and they're always smiling. While looking for the piece of compass, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. I told him we couldn't, since we were looking for the compass part, you know? But Hazy said we could win the compass part in the upcoming Drama Slam. He said the so-called Drama Llama plaque might in fact be one of the parts. Well, we just had to give it a try, so we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage. Our musical was called The Mystery of the Fiery Hat of Social Awareness. The script was great, but I got really hosed, bro. My role, my part, was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro, grass. I just sprawled out on the ground and had to be silent. Everyone but me had lines. I don't care if I was wearing green. Who cast someone based on that? It was awful. In the end, our musical was the talk of the town, and we won the Drama Slam. I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge after party just bummed me out even more, so I snuck out the back door. But wow, outside were tons of fans. My fans, fans of grass. They swarmed me. I just couldn't believe it. Imagine, cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added the piece to the Marvellous Compass which pointed north. It pointed to the rapturous ruins in Grimble Forest. Then, the voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I would be grass for you. I will find you. I will reach you. I will stand by your side and be your Luigi. Wow, sorry about that, bro. So, yeah, anyway, then I got back on my boat. Came back to Rogueport, and here I am, another leg of my adventure completed. Yeah, so, good for Luigi. He's got some fans for the first time. This was before the year of Luigi. I'm Hazy, and I must say, Luigi is one great actor. One of the finest I've seen. After this adventure, we're going on tour to appear on stages everywhere. I'm going to be known as the Red Miracle, and of course, Luigi will be grass. Ah, so it's nice that one of Luigi's companions actually appreciates him for once, even if his skills are quite minimal. Okay, so hop aboard the boat and head out towards this reef and all the way around the stage. And over here, we'll find this little grubby squat, which has two things in it, one of which is a star piece. The other of which is an HP drain badge, so drop Mario's attack power by 1 but regain 1 HP per attack. Quite useful if you're already running a high attack power and can sustain the loss. I seem to recall this wall is bombable, but apparently I'm wrong. So back to Rogueport Square, and let's see what Charlieton has in his inventory. And sadly, nothing that I want at this stage, but I'm sure that will remedy itself soon. Our next port of call is the east side of Rogueport, and we have to have a little chat with Merlon. What impeccable timing! Yes, this was destined. When I consulted my star charts, I saw a portentous sign for you, Mario. It went thusly. In the house of the dragon that flew through the air, beyond the reversible stair, near the empty black chest that cursed you, lies a clue to help your allies learn. I thought that was a poem, so I read it in cadence that would imply rhyming, but then it didn't have any. I have no idea what it means, unfortunately, but I have no doubt of its importance for you as a sign for you and your friends. If you figure out this mystery, come and tell me immediately. So, happily, I know exactly what this is, and it shouldn't take us too long. Before we head over there, though, there are more boat shenanigans to be done in the back end of Rogueport. So head over here, hop on this boat panel, and convert ourselves, and head down this canal. Just going to check along here in case there's anything else I'm missing, but it doesn't look like there is. So, yeah, hop off the panel here, and let's check what's in this chest. It's a double dip badge. That allows us to use 2 items in a turn during a battle. I know this can be useful, particularly if you're doing speedrunning, where items become really useful, but I generally haven't found much use for it. I don't generally use enough items to justify having 2 in one turn, especially when you can use one and your ally can use one. Still, worse things to have, and with that, let's head down this pipe. First things first, we're going to want to detonate this wall with our newfound partner Bobbery, exploiting the second of our new powers. This pipe here takes us through to this house at the back. And pop through here, and this is this Chet Rippo? Yes, Chet Rippo's adjustment house. So I won't be using this guy now, but what he does is he'll allow you to boost one of your stats in exchange for lowering the other stats. It can be quite useful if you're trying to respec your character later in the game. As I say, I'm perfectly happy with where I am now, 15 HP, 15 FP, and a load of badge points, but if I wanted to change that down the line, this would be where I'd come. And if you want to switch over to a Danger Mario run, where you have only 5 HP max, he's the place to do it, because otherwise you can't get below 10 HP max. Okay, and now we can blow up this obstacle here, which allows us access to the west side of the sewers without too much difficulty. But first, let's have a chat with Dazzle, and we've got ourselves 12 star points, so we can pick up something else good. Let's see. I think I might just save up for the Power Plus, actually, and save up until I've got another 3 star pieces. And before we head down the pipe to Tails Castle, we've got another boat platform here, which contains a lovely shine sprite, which will be useful shortly. That takes us up to 10 of them, which is very handy to have, so that's 3 partners we can upgrade. That platform at the back, which leads to that house, we sadly can't access yet, although after the next chapter we will be able to get there. Okay, and down the pipe we go. So straight back into Tails Castle for another time, see if we can hover over the bridge and save ourselves a bit of effort. Yes, we can, so no paper plane for us, and straight to the back room. Okay, and here we are, so we've got the room with the black chest. If we head through this door, we will head into the room with the spikes. Happily, those are not something we have to deal with right now. But instead, we head to the back wall here, and we'll see a cracked bit of brickwork. If we detonate this, this should be the final time we have to visit Hooktail Castle, thankfully, because it's not a very interesting location. But we head through here, hit this block, and reveal this chest. In here is the up arrow, and currently we don't know what it means, but I bet Merlon will, so I will skip back to when we meet him. Okay, so back in Rogueport, and with a up arrow and several shine sprites in hand, it's time to go have a chat with Merlon. Hand him the up arrow and see what he makes of it. What's this? An up arrow? An up arrow? Up? Of course! Okay, well that's him ascended to heaven. Oh no, just the attic. This is the Ultra Stone, so this is what the star sign meant. I picked this up at a flea market years ago and forgot it was in the attic. With this, I can power up your partners even more. Yep, so there's a second level of upgrades which you can now apply to our partners, which is very handy indeed. So we need to have a little think about who we're going to upgrade. That will be a decision I make now, given that we've got enough to upgrade 3 partners. So, let's have a little think about this. We use Goombella loads, and her ability to have Rally Wink to give Mario an extra attack turn is really handy, so I think she will go first. Gives her an extra point of attack, of course, so now her standard head bonk will do 6 damage rather than 4. There we go, and so we can't upgrade her anymore. She's at maximum rank. She's now got 30 HP. Let's have a little think. Infatuate is not very useful. Bobbery should probably go up to rank 1, just because he's kind of the only one who hasn't been upgraded minimally, and it'll upgrade his attack power and health and so on. And we got enough for one more upgrade. I think I'm going to go for Mrs. Mouse. Partly because she can restore Mario's HP in exchange for FP, which is a nice trade, but also because she's our armor-piercing damage dealer. So putting an additional point of damage on her may come in very useful. Now, in some ways, it's not that useful to do that now, because the next chapter is very combat-light. There's only a few battles in one section of it, and then the boss battle. But useful to upgrade now so that I can start collecting more Shine Sprites down the line, and hopefully get everyone fully upgraded for Chapter 7, which is very combat-heavy, and which is actually quite tough. Okay, and that's it for us. So another 2 Shine Sprites and we'll be able to upgrade further. For now, we've got a couple more things to sort out. Oh, now that we're in Chapter 6, we'll note that we've got some slightly different enemies that are showing up in the cellars. This is largely from Bowser's gang, actually, rather than the X-Nauts, which is interesting. We've got ourselves a Magic Koopa and a Hammer Bro. We know how these guys work from previous games, but useful to get the Tattle Log. 7 HP, attack 4, defense 0. They're not particularly tough, but you kind of got to take them out early so they don't spawn more of themselves. Plus, good excuse to show off Goombella's increased attack power. And let's finish off this guy and hopefully get ourselves a level up. Yeah, there we go. And that takes us up to level 18, I think. Okay, and I think perfect opportunity to go up to 45 BP, and let's equip some new badges. So, what should we equip? I know we've got 3 points remaining, and Fire Drive is always a good choice. Zap Tap, particularly useless because we get it so much from the Lucky Start badge. If I could unequip something and equip Flower Saver, that would probably cause us quite a lot of good. Yeah, I think it's going to have to be Fire Drive. I know it's boring, but it's a useful attack to have. Anyway, now that we can head through this central area from the right, because we've blown up that pillar, we can head over to the left. And if we drop down this pipe here, find ourselves along this waterway. If we can dodge past any enemies that are lurking here, yep, bye-bye Magic Koopa. Skip under this little hidden walkway here, and find ourselves the boat panel. Happily, no particular challenge now, just got to sail along for a moment. And there we go, so we've sailed all the way to the right, and now to do some really annoying battles. Okay, well, bombs away then. I don't think the enemies can get onto this panel, which is quite a nice thing to realise, so I can get some first strikes in on them. But largely I'll just be skipping over these battles because, bluntly, they're not very interesting to watch, and these enemies are so weak that they're not going to pose any challenge to me. Okay, with all those guys cleared out, we are left with a couple of cool things here, one of which is obviously 2 Shine Sprites we can get for now, one of which we'll have to come back and get later when we can jump slightly higher. We also got ourselves a guy, I guess a kind of hidden mini-boss, who I'll get Goombella out ready to tackle. And as you'll see from the fact I'm only doing 1 damage, this guy has quite high defense. So, Tattle the Spunya, and see how much hurt it's going to deal to us. HP 12, attack 7, defense 2, so it's not exactly that tough, but just it's more than you'd expect from one of the Spin family. So take out all the goons. Not that they can do any damage to me, but it just slows the battle down if they're there. And super guard this guy because he's still as easy to super guard as ever. Can't jump on him, so good excuse to show off Mrs. Mouse's new armor-piercing slap. There we go. And it should be fairly easy to finish off now. There we go. And a pleasant 12 XP from that. Okay, and now, let's see. We got access to this platform via Yoshi, I think. And if we hover over there using the right timing, which I seem to be unable to master. So Yoshi over to the middle platform, and then Koops should be able to grab the Defense Plus badge. Which is good, but I don't have the BP to equip it right now, so we're going to have to wait a little bit for that, I'm afraid. Now let's sail all the way back over to the left, and we'll get on with the mission. Okay, and down this pipe. Don't worry, not doing more Pit of 100 trials, at least not for now, but we do have to go through here in order to get to the quickest way, in order to find the quickest route to the 1000-year door. So, onto the dais, and let's see where we're headed next. Okay, let's see what the prof has to say. Great news, my friends. The next crystal star is in Poshley Heights. Wait a sec, you mean where all the rich and famous live? Like movie stars and stuff? Yes, and I'm fairly sure there's also a shrine to the stars called Poshley Sanctum. No fearsome monsters or dangerous dungeons either, it's just a tourist attraction. So, little help here to get to Poshley Heights. We should, That's the best part, you ride the most famous train of all, the Excess Express. Yes, after a luxurious steam engine excursion, the next crystal star will be yours. Hitting those crystal stars has been backbreaking work, but this time will be a cinch. But I thought you had to be, like, rich or famous to get an Excess Express ticket. Maybe true. Perhaps you should ask Don Pianta for help with this, too. Oh, no, not that psychopath again. Oh, well. I guess we don't have much choice, huh? Come on, Mario, let's go. Excellent, then we're set. We may not have much time left, so you must hurry. I'll gather all the information I can. You guys just handle your end of things. Okay, so it's a pretty easy jaunt from here to Don Pianta's, and a couple of things to do along the way. First of which is, if we head over here to the left, you'll see a crack in this wall behind the shop. Bust that open, and back here we get ourselves another Shine Sprite. You'll notice this means that we now have 4, so we can go upgrade another one of our partners. So a quick chat with Merlon, and let's power up another one of our partners. We can get another one to level 2, and this is quite a difficult choice. Bobbery's a good damage dealer, and Bob-Ombast is a great move because it deals, I think, 9 HP damage to every enemy on screen. But it's very expensive in terms of FP, so we probably won't be using it much. Vivian, yeah, fire attacks are good, but ultimately not that great. Stampede is useful from Edgar, very high DPS, low damage output. But I think Koops, Shell Slam, just having a more powerful version of his shell attack is probably worthwhile. Okay, there we go. And I make that 11 more Shine Sprites we'd need to get all the partners up to maximum level. One of them is down in the sewers because it's the one we couldn't grab yet. And that leaves another 10 to grab in the remaining 3 chapters of the game, which doesn't seem like very many to me. I think they do kind of front load the shine sprites. While I'm here, just going to pick up a life shroom because I don't have any at the moment, and useful to have one on hand just in case. Okay, so let's go see the... Oh dear. Oh dear, this isn't good. Oh dear, so he's hallucinating about Francesca. Sick with loneliness ever since his daughter skedaddled. Frankie's gone, the boss is in shambles, what's the Syndicate to do? Scruffy gang of punk thieves is stealing jobs from us right and left. But I don't know about us and our stupid problems though. What can we do for you? Tickets for the ritziest train around for the XS Express? You want tickets for that rolling wing ding? Nothing we can do about that. I was giving out tickets, that's rich. You've got to talk to the boss for that. Francesca. Well, so it looks like we're going to have to find... yeah, we know exactly where they went. We saw them on Keelhole Quay. So I guess we've got to convince them to come back. Which is unfortunate, because they seem to like living on the deserted island. Okay, fine. Let's go off to Keelhole Quay and have a chat with them. So, I guess we're going to have to go back to the boat because I haven't got the hammer required to break the block to get access to the fast travel yet, but after the next chapter we'll do. Okay, so back on the boat, and we'll be there in no time at all. So, fortunately the newlyweds are not buried particularly deeply inside Keelhole Quay. We're just going to go through the abandoned Flavio's camp. Not really that abandoned, to be honest. They're largely still here. And if my memory is correct, they should be in one of these earlier areas. Here they are. The boss is sick. Poor Daddy. Oh no, and at a time like this. You see, I just dropped the wedding ring Frankie gave me around here. I can't possibly leave until I find that ring, otherwise something may eat it. It must be somewhere between here and that skull rock. Okay, so, yeah. Because Frankie has offended Francesca, he's going to have to say he loves her 100 times, and he really means it. So I'm just going to skip through this. It does start counting after a while, which is nice. There we go. So he's atoned for his crimes, and now we've got to go find the ring. It says help them find the ring, but really it's Mario doing all the work like usual. And, I think I recall where this is, so hopefully we won't get snapped by piranha plants along the way, and if we can get away with that, it should be a fairly quick process. So as promised, it's between there and the Skull Rock, and it's in this last room here, next to the tree where Bobbery passed out, and yeah, we've got the wedding ring. So, now, I loathe to point out that we could just sell the wedding ring in order to get cash, in order to buy tickets for the XS Express rather than resorting to organised crime, but that would be stealing, and that would also be wrong, so I guess we'll hand it back. Okay, and here we go. So here you are, Francesca. Have your ring back. Now we can go back to Daddy, and with that, we should be able to get our tickets. Okay, so back to see the boss, and let's see if he's awake. Doesn't seem to be looking that good, to be honest, lads. Francesca? Does the tree in his head protrude from his hat or from behind his hat? Is that if they cut a hole in the top of his hat? As soon as we heard you were ill, we dropped everything and rushed back. Francesca, Frankie, I was wrong. I was a stubborn old man. Forgive me. I know I may regret saying this, but I want the two of you to stay here with me. I can't bear to be away from you two crazy kids. I'm an old man now. I need peace. I guess the time has come for me to stop being so selfish, causing everyone trouble. Looks like even Don Pianta, the Don of untimely death, can't escape the old age. The time has come, everyone. I'm going to retire. No, it's time. I mean it. I want you to be my successor, Frankie. What do you say, Frankie? As of today, you are the new head of the Pianta Syndicate. Boss, you still got it in you. You're a spring chicken. You don't got to do this. I mean, me? Boss? Nope, you're the one, Frankie. I've been thinking that for a long time now. You'll do just fine, kid. I got a feeling about you. A good one. I want you to take care of Francesca and the rest of the Syndicate the way I did. Boss! You, Mario. Looks like you've done yet another favour for me, kid. About that, boss. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. I know it. What did you guys do? Well, we kind of promised him something, boss. We told him we'd get him a ticket for the XS Express if he brought you his daughter. Whoa, is that all? You had me worried for a second. Come over here, Mario. How many do you want? 1, 2, 10. Help yourself. There we go. You come back anytime you like. How about that? Well, now I've retired. I got to get out of here. Daddy. Boss. You're the boss now, Frankie. You got that. You, the boss. Go do good now, Frankie. Frankie, we got loads of work to do, and don't worry, I'll keep you in line. Sweet Bean, come on. Knock it off with the pet name nonsense, will ya? Call me Francesca. Huh? Francesca? Yes, or Miss Boss, tee-hee-hee. Okay. Underboss. Boss, you got our loyalty. We'll be by your side whenever you need us, boss. Thank you so much, Mario, for everything. You're welcome here anytime. You're like a brother to me. You ain't bad, kiddo. Yeah, you ever think about joining up with the Syndicate? It's the life, kid. Well, much as I would like Mario to be an organised mobster, and a little suit wouldn't go amiss, we must instead head over to the train station, because it is time for Chapter 6. So we can finally go to Poshley Heights. That 6th crystal star is as good as ours, and I'm sure things will be as easy as all that. Uh-oh. 6th crystal star is in Poshley Heights, is it? That's a rather nice piece of information. Thanks ever so. Oh no, it's you. Hey, you're that Beldam. Normally this would be where I finally deal with you and that homely traitor Vivian, but something tells me that trying that alone might be unwise, so you live for now. Instead I'll just beat you to Poshley Heights and get that crystal star before you do. Yes indeed, so intrigue is afoot, and let's make tracks for Roadport Station. So here, of course, is the Mighty Excess Express, and this is where we will be boarding in the next episode. But for now, I'm going to leave things off here and leave you hanging with some intrigue and expectations. And this is the best chapter of the game, so it's something to look forward to next week. But for now, thank you very much for watching and listening. I've been Robin, this has been Digital Wilds, and this has been Paper Mario: The 1000-Year Door.